What's poppin', guys? Today I have a kind of a weird video lined up for you guys today. It's not gonna be the usual update video on the 3 abandoned 240 wagons. Today is actually gonna be a little bit different. The reason why is because I'm changing the upload schedule to Wednesdays. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have a Instagram page dedicated to Volvos called, it's at Volvo_enthusiast_group. And Wednesday is probably the most active days on the Instagram page. So I thought it just makes sense to start posting the videos the same day as I post on the Instagram page that I'm uploading a video. It makes sense. It makes sense in my head. So we're going to start doing that. But for today, I have scheduled, we're going to be talking about the 90 240 DL because this one's actually for sale on Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp right now. So I figured it'd be kind of cool to make a little kind of a walk around video for anybody that is interested in picking up a 240 wagon. Interested in picking up this 240 wagon. And I'll show you all of its quirks, all of its little features, all of its little imperfections and all that kind of stuff. And I'll try to be as detailed as possible while doing it. I'm no car salesman, so I'm a Volvo enthusiast, not a car salesman. So I'll try my best to explain everything on this car, but don't expect a professional sales pitch from me. But yeah, we're gonna get to it and hopefully make this a pretty quick video, and hopefully you guys can learn a little bit more about this car. Cool, let's get to it. So if you guys haven't seen the first video of where I explain how I picked up these cars or where I picked up these cars, I'm gonna quickly go over the backstory of it. So this 240 was purchased in a group of 3 240 wagons. They were all sitting in a backyard in Scottsdale, Arizona by a very avid car collector. His backyard was completely filled with abandoned 240s and Alfa Romeos and Reliance, and it was just crazy. But so I actually picked up 3 of these cars. This one was actually running when I first picked it up. It was just running a little rough. So I did replace the gas, and I can't remember what else I replaced. But if I forget something, I'll list it above just so I don't miss anything. But this one, it's running. It has 350 something thousand miles on it. As you can see, I actually purchased a little badge for it because it definitely deserves its little trophy. But yeah, 360,000 miles. The paint on it, as you can tell, is not too bad. When I did pick it up, it was pretty faded. I did a complete buff and wax, and now it actually looks pretty dang decent. Where you can see where the paint is faded is on the hood. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like kind of in the middle right there, you can see a little bit of graying and just kind of discoloration from like the single stage paint just kind of wearing out. But other than that, the paint does look pretty good for its age. Let me try and think. So this car does have a couple exterior imperfections. The main one is the front bumper. It has been dinged at one point, as you can see right there, right below the high mileage badge. Definitely doesn't look like anything major, but it does have a little ding on the front bumper. Front headlights are definitely yellowed. There's a company called Swedish Auto Parts that sells front headlight lenses, but at the moment they're out of stock of the sets. They only have the right side lens. So I just opted not to replace. It looked kind of funky if I replaced one and not the other. So I opted not to do that. You already saw the paint. It is a little bit faded on the hood. And let me think. Oh, you can kind of tell this weather stripping. With all 240s, they do eventually start to crack and kind of look like this over time. And let me think of anything else. Maybe this taillight looks like it's been replaced at one point. This taillight does not look like it's been replaced. So this one has a little bit of fading, has a little bit of cracks, but other than that, exterior wise, there are no real like major body panel kind of imperfections. It's a pretty straight car, mostly for how many miles this thing has. But the other thing is, we're gonna go over the interior real quick. because the interior in this car is actually pretty nice for its age. Oh, I actually forgot about this. The car comes with all this stuff. I found it back there, might as well just leave it. So yeah, if you ever need like a California map or San Francisco or Arizona, but if that doesn't tell you kind of where this car has been most of its life, it kind of makes sense. But I don't know, it comes with some really old little first aid kits. But yeah, the carpet in the trunk is actually pretty nice. It vacuumed out very well. The only thing is there is that little kind of, I don't know what to call that, but right there you can see that, kind of nasty. But up there, that guy's still there. These guys actually fall off pretty easily. They're made out of like a thin cardboard material and they always fall apart over time, but those are still there. Headrest, it did not come with this car when I first picked it up. I actually found these in the junkyard and I couldn't turn them down, so I brought them home and put them inside this car. But yeah, nothing too major on the interior. We'll move over to the back seats, then we'll move over to the front seats. Back seats actually look pretty good. There are a little bit of tears in the middle right here, but the leather is still soft. It doesn't seem like it's been, like, I don't know, stained or, I don't know. It looks decent. But yeah, as you can tell, interior is not too bad inside here. Then we'll move over to the front. Then here's where the main kind of imperfection is that this driver's seat is pretty worn out. I've definitely seen worse, but yeah, it definitely looks like that. But other than that, door panels look pretty good. Speakers do, oh, I do not know if the speakers work because that's another problem. The radio is locked out. It requires a code. I tried looking up the part number to see if I can find a code for it, but to my knowledge, there's no real way to get the code for it. So yeah, so that radio does have to be replaced at some point. I don't have any spares on me at the moment, so it's just gonna stay like that. Some of the cool things about this car is it does have the pretty rare, it's not too rare, but it is uncommon, the big tack and the little clock combination. And then one that's even more rare is the oil pressure gauge, which is awesome. This thing actually shows pretty healthy oil pressure. I'll start it up in just a second after I get the keys for this thing. But yeah, as you can tell, 350,000 miles on this dang thing. And she still runs like a champ. So I'm going to take a couple videos of it running, and then I guess you guys can just kind of check it out. But yeah, we'll move on. I've been driving it around a little bit, kind of taking some B-roll shots, but it definitely likes to chill right below the middle line on the temperature gauge. Oil pressure gauge kind of settled down to 3 bar, which PSI wise, I have no idea. I'm guessing that's healthy. If it's not, you guys tell me. But yeah, we're gonna do a little quick 0 to 60. So hopefully you guys made some popcorn and fed your dog for the day, because this might take a little while. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick little 0 to 60, see how she runs, and make sure nobody's on the road with me. It's not like I'm gonna run into them real quick, but let's just go for it. Put my foot pretty much all the way down. And still going. Puppeting, there's a skip. There she is. Hopefully that didn't take too long, but yeah, it's not too bad for old little red block. But yeah, she's running pretty good. I have noticed, one second, let me roll the window up. I have noticed that third gear does shift, the second to third gear kind of shifts a little bit hard. So I did do a transmission flush on this guy. Well, I did a fluid exchange. I drained about a quart out of it and put a quart back in it. I might do another one just to see if it helps a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be hitting too hard, so it's not the biggest deal. But with this transmission with 350,000 miles, I kind of would expect something like that. But other than that, she runs great. Front end, it does have a little bit of a clunk. Maybe strut tower or strut mounts need to be replaced, or needs new ball joints, but other than that, it's not too bad. But I'm gonna try and park this guy, and we'll take a quick walk around. So hopefully I explained the car and kind of showed off its features and its little quirks as well as I could. There's not much else to go over. I do have some paperwork with it, not much. It's in the glove box. It does have its little owner's packet with owner's manual and service history and stuff like that. And it does have, oh, this was cool. This is the Volvo On Call. It's like Volvo's roadside assistance package. And this thing, it's a little booklet, and it should still have its little identification card with the VIN attached to it and everything, because this thing's still sealed in its little plastic, which I thought was pretty dang cool. But obviously that will go with the car. I have no need for it, but I don't know, it just looks cool. But trying to think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Hopefully I went over everything I needed to. If you guys do have any questions about this car, you can check out the Craigslist and OfferUp and Facebook ad. I'll link that in the description below if you guys are interested in picking up a Volvo 240. It's not the best condition car, but it definitely is honest, and it does check that box if you're looking for a 240 wagon, which they are definitely getting a little harder to find. I got lucky finding 3 of them in one place with one guy looking to sell all 3 of them at once. So I'm pretty happy about that. But these guys do need to see new homes, new Volvo enthusiasts, maybe create another Volvo enthusiast once someone does pick this up. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And that's pretty much it. Remember to drive safe. Remember to enjoy your Volvos and have a good rest of your guys' day. I'll see you guys next time.